descendants of the finest dragon fighters from everywhere the Vikings ever traveled.
Welcome back to another episode of Movie Review, the top show for any review for any movie anywhere in the world. And I've got something interesting going on. It's a trend in Hollywood now. Everyone is doing remakes. I've got a remake for you today. As always, I'm your host, Patrick, and we're taking a look at How to Train Your Dragon. This is the live action remake of the animation How to Train Your Dragon. So, did this live action hit or miss? Let's find out with this review. Without any further ado, let's dive right in.
These beasts are a threat to all of our lands. It's time, Hiccup.
So this cinematography was magical. Like if I were to just use a phrase, magical cinematography. Listen here, when I hear that they are doing a live action remake of an animation, I'm a bit tense, right? I'm a bit apprehensive because these people have shown, well, not these particular people, but some of the live remakes that have come, yeah, not so great. Everybody knows what happened with the Snow White one. Let's not talk about that. So when they came up with this idea, How to Train Your Dragon, something that everyone loved when it was an animation, they want to make it live action. I was a bit, are they going to depict the dragons well? How is that going to mesh well with the actual human beings? But let me tell you, the cinematography did not miss at all. We saw dragons looking very, very realistic, but they did not miss that fun edge. And that's the sweet spot with live action remakes. You want to make it realistic, but you want to retain a bit of the loving, warm feel that the look had in the animation. That's something that the live action remakes of like Lion King didn't get too well because they were able to make it live action, but we kind of like lost that warm feeling edge in the way the lions looked. They did not miss this in How to Train Your Dragon. The dragons, they still carry that element of realism, but still warm and almost animation feel. I don't know how to absolutely describe it, but when you see this, you get what I'm talking about. But apart from that, the scenery that we see here, the special effects that we see here, the CGI that we see here, we've got lions burning things, for example, shooting out fire from their mouth. Everything was on point. There was no tackiness. Scores were great. Colors were great. I don't have much else to say about cinematography here other than the word that I told you before. Magical.
I have to kill you. I will because I'm a Viking. Hear that? I'm a Viking! It's okay. I won't hurt you.
So, Mason Thames and his performance as Hiccup here. This is a delicate thing for me, and I paid special attention to this because, again, you're making a live action remake. You're playing an iconic character. You're bringing that character to screen. We've got to analyze your performance we've got to scrutinize it like pretty deeply. We've already seen, again, people can roll their eyes at this, but I will hate on that Snow White movie as much as it needs to be hated on. We've seen how badly a person can act in a remake for an animation. We saw that happen with Snow White. So when, I was looking at things and I was wondering, is he going to be able to pull off the Hiccup? But let me tell you, Hiccup is a very specific type of character. He's a 16-year-old character who is unsure of himself. He's not confident. He's got a girl that he likes, but again, he's not really confident. He's seen as kind of like an outcast. He's kind of like weird. He's not popular or something like that. You've got to nail that role very specifically, and Thames did a really good job. Really perfect job. He actually blended into that really well, which is a little bit difficult to do when you're actually a naturally attractive guy. Trust me, I would know. But yeah, he was able to pull off the shy, bashful, unsure of himself role pretty well. And as for scenes, it's How to Train Your Dragon. It had that warm, mushy moment where he meets Hiccup and he wants to prove to everyone that he can kill a dragon, but he sees this defenseless, cute dragon. And he's like, you just can't bring yourself to kill it. And that was, if you know the animation, that's a warm moment. Like that just speaks to you differently. You get your nice little moment from that. So that was that. And then the final battle, because me, I like my action. Like no matter the story you want to tell me, can there be some violence at some point? And so that final moment where the Vikings are trying to go kill the dragons, and then Thames' character, or Hiccup I should say, they all go and try and stop it. That just mess of violence and revelation and everything that goes on there. That was a favorite scene for me as well.
Maybe they're not as bad as we think they are.
In case you forgot, our parents' war is about to become ours. Figure out which side you're on.
So what is there to talk about in terms of pros? I mean, great cinematography, check. Great acting performance, check. Great story, check. Great story, by the way, because again, I may sound like a broken record, but forgive me, I've just got to say it. These people will be messing up the storylines for live action remakes. Again, we saw it in Snow White. We saw it in Lilo and Stitch, the remake. People be reinventing the wheel and not be adding very bright ideas. These people stuck to the script. Nothing too out of the element. They didn't stick their hand out too much. It was How to Train Your Dragon as you know it. All they did was make it live action. And I love that. Like, look, if it's great, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All they did was make it live action. So let me tell you, it's a pro-loaded movie. I've got no cons. Cons for movies like this are for hyper sadist people. And as you can see, I'm not hyper sadist. So yeah.
They've killed hundreds of us!
And we've killed thousands of them! Toothless, no! He's a friend! You all need to see this. I'm not one of them.
So, I mean, you might be able to tell by now already, there's not really much else to add. I do think that you should see this movie. I think that it's a family movie, right? It's not overly complicated. It's a nice, sweet, enjoyable story. It harks back to an animation that we all saw and we all enjoyed, many people loved. I feel like older people can watch it and enjoy it. I feel like you can show it to your kids. It's something that the entire family can watch, and it's a great story, and the performances are good. It's a good movie. Just go see a good movie. So I think that How to Train Your Dragon, the live action, is a great movie, and I think that you should see it. And you, ladies and gentlemen, are very welcome that I watch movies and share my opinions with you. So until the next episode, you guys have fun.
Wow, you've lost everything. Your father, your tribe, your best friend. What are you gonna do about it?
Probably something stupid.
Well, you've already done that.
It's something crazy. What's up to us?
Us?
Stick with me.